Good morning, I'm Bethany Vaughn. We're live from Red Hot Yoga. This is Power Level 1. Let's get started. Take your knees to the inside edges of your mat. Put the tops of your feet down. Big toes so that they touch. Arms rolling out in front of you. Forehead onto the mat. Hips and buttocks easy back towards the heels. Fully elongate through your spine as much as you can. You want to create a lot of space up and down your spine, in between the vertebrae. Breathe deeply all over all sides of your chest. And it's early, so you might want to make some subtle adjustments. Maybe you take your arms a little bit further apart so that you have more space around your neck where it meets the shoulders. Be mindful that you have your inner upper thighs in contact with your low ribs. Your big toes should be touching evenly. And the contact with the upper to the lower body, the low ribs to the high thighs, is very important if you have a back issue or if you're pregnant. And then notice how you're breathing and whether or not you're able to take a full, deep, and complete breath in and out through the nose. And if you're a little congested or a little sleepy, then take a cleansing breath or two. And a cleansing breath is in the nose and out the mouth. And you can take cleansing breaths whenever you need to throughout the practice. And then when you feel like you can take a complete breath all the way in and all the way out through your nose only, then switch to breathing parallel so that your inhalations and your exhalations are lasting the same length of time. Parallel breathing. And you can also use what is called Ujjayi style. Ujjayi style breaths are breaths that you can feel, but you can also hear them. It's known as the victorious breath or the conqueror's breath. Another way to interpret it is the proud conqueror. It means that you're disciplined. You should set an intention for your class, setting up your day. Once you've set an intention, release it to the universe. Total trust, no conditions. And take 2 more breaths here. And at the bottom of your exhale, let's take the low belly in, up and back. And on your next inhale, rise onto all fours. You're going to line up your wrists underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Line up your knees under your hips. Line up your feet behind your knees. You can choose to keep the tops of your feet down, or you may want to tuck your toes forward. Feel what's right for you at this moment. You take a deep inhale with a neutral spine. And on the exhale, start tucking your tail and rounding your back upward towards the sky, coming into the cat pose. And then on the inhalation, lifting from the chin and chest, spine goes toward the mat, tail lifts up last. This is cow. And then tuck into your tail, rounding your back for cat. And we're going to move into 8 more rounds of cat-cows. Inhaling, upward motions, exhalations, downward motions. You can bend your elbows in between your cats and your cows to get a more intense and deeper stretch as you come into each pose. Straighten your arms as much as you can as you come into your cows, as you come into your cats. You can thread the needle, taking one arm underneath the other, opening up all through your side body, and your shoulders and your neck. And whatever you do on one side, Do on the other side in the same way for the same length of time. You can make little circular motions with your hips going in both directions. You may want to take your cows into modified upward facing dogs, or round your back so deep in your cat that you drag them on your fingertips. Move into a few more rounds of cat-cows. Waking up, warming up your spine, getting your breath to coordinate with your motions. And we'll finish up with our last rounds. Neutralize the spine, spread the fingers open super wide. Your toes are tucked forward. Take a deep inhalation. Fill the space in your upper back between your shoulder blades. And as you exhale, lift the seat up and back into downward facing dog. And move your feet back an inch or two away from your hands. And then walk your dog. Bending alternate knees. Taking a little bit of hang time in each of your heels so that you get a good deep stretch down the back of the leg. Keep your weight even across your hands. You can lift one leg, drop the heel toward the opposite buttock, open the hip, side body, roll the ankle out, go in both directions. Do both sides. You can turn both your feet to the left, hips can go to the right, and vice versa, back and forth a couple of times. And then hold your down dog. More breaths. Down dog is a really important pose. It helps to open your chest, it realigns your spine. It's a place to rest. It's a place to reconnect with your breath and to realign. And then look to the space between your hands. We're going to walk up into that space and take your feet hip distance or maybe a little bit wider and bend your knees if you need to get that upper to lower body contact. Hanging down, lengthening the spine. Back injured or pregnant, keep your hands on the ground for added support. Otherwise, grab opposite elbows, thumbs in the creases of the elbows, head turns right and left in a no motion. Head nods in a yes motion. Taking the head around in little circles, go in both directions. Stilling the head, switching the grip. Hips are moving from side to side. Bending alternate knees, hips left, torso right, and vice versa. Little weight forward. Hips aligning over ankle bones. Every time you exhale, elbows getting closer to the mat. And then balance out your sides, take it center. Hang the arms down like a rag doll. Now if you're injured in your back or you're pregnant, keep your feet hip distance and you'll walk your hands up your bent legs. Otherwise, toe heeling the feet side by side. Engage the thighs, hit the thighs back. Tuck the tail down and slowly round yourself upright. Take your shoulders down and back 2 times. And then come to the very top of your mat with your toes, heels, and ankles to touch. Bring your hands to heart center. Connect with your breath. Eyes are open. Breathing in and out evenly through the nose. On the inhale breath, raise your arms upward towards the sky. Adho Bahastasana, upward hands. Exhalation, bow forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Keep your head relaxed. Take your left foot back. Put your knee down. Top of your foot onto the ground. Arms up and back. This is low lunge. Take your hands to the mat. Step back and lower down to the ground. Tops of feet down. Hands 12 inches forward. Inhalation. Low cobra. Pull the hands back. Tuck your toes. Press up and back. Down dog. Take your left foot. Stepping it forward. Coming into low lunge. Step up and fold in. On the inhale, rise. Arc back. Exhale, bow. Head relaxed. Right side. Knee goes down. Low lunging. Hands go to the mat. Step it back. Lower down to the ground. Tops of feet down. Hands 12 inches forward. Inhalation. Low cobra. Hold the hands back. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Take your right foot. Step it up. Low lunging. Coming up. Forward fold. Rise up. Take a tiny arch back. Exhalation. Bow. Left side, knee goes down. Hands to the mat. Lower to the floor. Lay your forearms down. Inhalation, Sphinx. Pull the hands back. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Take the left foot. Stepping it forward. Low lunging. Coming up. Forward fold. Rise up and back. Exhalation, bow. Right side, knee goes down. Lower down to the floor. Forearms down, inhale, Sphinx. Pull the hands back, tuck the toes, down dog. Take the right foot, step it forward, and come up to forward bend. Rise up and back, and bow. Left side, knee goes down. Hands to the mat. Lower to the ground. Hands stay where they are. Tops of feet down. Inhale, cobra. Exhalation. Down dog. Left foot up. Low lunge. Come up. Forward bend. Rise up and back. Bow. Right side. Knee goes down. Step it back. Lower the floor, curl it up for cobra, and press it back. Take the right foot, step it up, and come up to forward bend. Rise up and back, and bow. Left side, knee goes down, step it back, lower to the floor. This time, hands wide on the fingertips. Curl it up. Auspicious cobra. Exhalation. Press it back. Take the left foot. Step it up. And come up to forward bend. Rise up and back. And bow. Right side. Lower to the ground. Take it wide and high. And then bring it on back. Right side. Low lunging. Coming up. We forward fold. Rise up and back. And bow. Left side. Knee goes down. Step back. Hold. High push-up plank. Left hand, left foot, center line, stack. Right foot on left. Vashisthasana, holding your pose. Modification is bottom knee down. You can add variations for 3, 2, high push-up plank, lower chaturanga, Inhale for upward dog, and then exhale for down dog. Taking the left foot, step it up. Exhalation, forward bend. Rise up and back, and bow. Right side. Step back, hold. Right hand, right foot, center, stack. Turn and open for Vashistas. Add your variations or modify if necessary. Holding for 3. High push-up plank. Lower chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot up. Exhalation, forward bend. Rise on an inhale. And bow. Left side, knee goes down. Step it back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog to downward dog. Left foot up. Deep forward bend. Rise up and back. Bow. Right side, knee goes down. Lower chaturanga. Curl it up. Press it back. Up the right. Forward fold. Rise and bow. Left side, knee goes down. Last round of sun air. Lower chaturanga. Curl it up. Bring it back. Up the left. Deep in the lunge. Deep forward bend. Take it up back. And bow. Right side, last side. Lower chaturanga. Curl it up. Bring it back. Up the right. Now when you complete this side, hold your forward fold at the top. Take your feet hip distance or slightly wider. Bend your knees if you need to get that support and also extension in your spine. Take a cleansing breath if you need it. In the nose and out the mouth. Now you can take some variations. You can hold your big toes with your peace fingers, Padangusthasana. You can step the soles of your feet onto the palms of your hands, toes to wrists. This is called Padahastasana. It's good if your wrists are achy. You can scoop up your heels into the palms of your hands if you have tight hamstrings. We'll be here for a few more breaths. So if you took one variation and you'd like to do another one, you have some time. You could interlace behind your back, stretching your arms up and over. You could even traction your neck, holding behind your head and wrapping your elbows down towards the earth. You choose. No matter what, keep working on elevating your sitting bones, pulling in your low belly, breathing smoothly. Go a little bit deeper. Then we're going to release these variations and move into our sun Bs. If you're modifying, keep your feet hip distance. Otherwise, let's toe heel those feet together and bend the knees to sit into the imaginary chair. This is Utkatasana, awkward pose, powerful pose, chair pose, fierce pose. Sit deeply. Then shoot it up, and on the exhale, bow forward. Scoop the chest forward, looking halfway up, and then you can step or you can jump back. Pregnancy back issues, do not jump. Inhalation to up dog, exhalation to down dog. Now we're going to take the left foot and step it forward, holding warrior one. You want your left knee bending 90 degrees, right leg straight. Outer edge of right foot is down, chest is squared forward, eyes go up. If you can keep your arms straight and in line with your side bodies, hands can come together, head can come back. Then hands come to the mat. We're going to step back and lower. Curl it up and then press it back. Let's do the other side. Take the right foot and step it forward. Warrior one, hold. Right knee bending 90. Left leg straight and strong. Chest squared forward. Hands can come together. Head goes back. Hands come to the mat. Bring it on back, lower. Now we're getting warm. Hold her down, y'all. 3 breaths. Realign. Reconnect with your breath. Feet should be hip distance, more advanced. Taller than 5'5", 12 inches apart with the feet if you're able. Straight legs, straight arms. Low belly, in, up, and back. Heels coming toward the mat, crown of head coming toward the mat. How deep can you go? And then look up. And you can step or you can jump. And fold. Let's bend the knees. Sitting into our imaginary chair. Shoot it up. Exhale. Bow. Looking up. Come on back. Inhaling. Exhaling. Left foot up. Warrior one. As soon as you are up, bring it back down. Use your belly strength to move your legs. Don't drag your foot all over your mat. Moving with your breath. Three breaths and down dog. Notice where your thoughts are. Focus right into this moment. Be present. Look up. Step or jump. Fold. Then sit down into your chair. Shoot it up and bow down. Look up halfway. Let's bring it back. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot forward. Warrior two. Chest is facing long mirrored wall. Arms extended. Gaze to the left. Reverse it. Flip the palm with the right hand. Hip, thigh, or calf. Pull the low belly in. Press the inner upper thighs apart. Squeeze the outer thighs up. Press in your heels. Go deeper. And now we're going to slide it into Parsvottanasana. Put the left hand behind the left ankle. Take the right arm over. If you have difficulty putting the hand behind the foot, you can put the hand in front of the foot. Turn the waist, turn the chest, shoulders and neck. Hands go to the mat, step back, and lower. Curl it up, press it back. Right foot forward, warrior two. Inner upper thighs pressing apart, arms extended at shoulder height. Gaze is right, flip the palm. Bring it on back. Stretching through the side body. Peaceful warrior. Wrap the bicep in toward the head. That's your inner upper arm. Lengthen through the side body. Go deeper. And then slide to the right. Hand goes behind the ankle. Other arm comes over. If you need to put the hand in front, that's fine. Back issues, pregnancy, shoulder issues, top arm can go up. Take one more breath. Turn the chest away from the earth. and change. Step back and lower. Inhaling, exhaling. Drop down on your knees. Place your forearms on the mat. Interlace if you need to for dolphin. Tuck your toes, relax your neck. Take an inhale, fill the upper back. Exhale, lift the seat, up and back. Walk the toes towards the nose. Bring the nose towards the toes. Do not let your shoulders exceed your elbows. Head is not on the ground. Heels can definitely come down, although it's early. Maybe that's a challenge this morning. Left leg goes up. Use the weight of this leg to help you push the heel that's down onto the ground. Keep rolling the thigh in. When the leg came up, move your chest closer to your standing leg. Good. Put that foot down. Keep breathing. Let's take the right leg up. Use the weight of that leg, lengthening up to help you put your left heel down. Rotate the thigh in, move the chest towards the standing leg. Good. Place the foot down. We'll take a little tiny rest. Child's pose, Balasana, hands next to ankle bones, palms facing up. One full, deep breath all over your chest. Downward facing dog. Look up and step or jump and fold. Let's bend the knees and sit down into our chair. Take your left leg, cross it up and over your right. Place the foot as you're able behind your calf. Take your left arm, cross it underneath your right. Eagle arms, eagle legs. Lift the elbows and then start to squeeze and sit lower. Fly your eagle forward. If you're pregnant, stay upright. Knee injured pregnant, don't wrap your foot. Come lower and deeper for 3, 2, gently release and sit right back down into your chair. And now we're going to take the right leg and cross it up and over. And you may find that it's challenging to cross your legs followed by your arms. And that's the point. Right arm underneath left. It's good for your brain to do things in different ways. And your body. Squeeze and sit lower. Sometimes the answer to something is right in front of us. We just have to approach it in a different way. Come lower, squeeze, 3, 2, gently release, but sit right back down in your chair. Fire up those thighs, sit low, shoot it up, and on the exhale, bow. Looking up, let's bring it on back. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll do a little bit of ab work. So bring your feet toward each other and lift up your left leg and pull the knee in towards the nose and hold. Now lift the leg up and back and bring it to the outside of the left elbow in a dog leg, flexing the foot, hold. Take it up and back. Bring it across the body, towards the right elbow, hold. Lift the leg up, put it down. Breathing. Right leg comes up, knee comes into nose, hold. Inhale, leg up. To the outside of the right elbow, dog leg, flexed foot, hold. Send it up and back. Bring it across the body. Hold. Send it up. Put it down. Take a breath in down dog. Take your left foot up for warrior one. Hold your warrior, and we're going to take it into a twist. Taking the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Make a fist with your right hand and palm it with your left. Now, if you find keeping the outer edge of your back foot down feels funky in your knee, you can always come on the ball of the foot. Pregnancy, right hand can go inside, left foot on a block. After 7 months, you're just gonna hold your warrior. Let's untwist and bring it into triangle. Straight legs, squeeze the thighs. It's counterintuitive to squeeze the thighs. You feel like it'll get worse, but it gets stronger, better. Turn the chest. Good, nice job. Put the hands down, step back, lower. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's do the other side. Right foot comes up, warrior one. Hold, and then let's twist it. Taking the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, fist with the left, palm it with the right, pull the right hip in and back. And notice how you get lazy in that bottom shoulder. Lengthen, lift and twist. And then we're going to place the hand down and come into triangle. Just kind of unwind and open it up. Your spine loves to go from a closed twist to an open twist. Straight legs. Good. Hands to the mat. Step back and lower. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 breaths in down dog. Get nice and strong in your arms. Notice, is this down dog feeling a little bit better, deeper than the very first one that you did? Mine certainly is. And much more weight. Looking up and step or jump. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Sitting in your chair. Last beat. Shoot it up. Exhale. Bow. Look up halfway. Come on back. Let's lower. Inhaling. Exhaling. Left foot up. Warrior one. Feel free to open heart if you like. Come right back down. Right side. Blow. Down dog. 5 breaths, which at first sounds overwhelming. But if you take a moment and you reconnect with your breath, you realign, then you'll notice it feels good, restful. Look up and step or jump. Hold, bend your knees, sitting in your chair, deepest chair. And come up and bring your hands to your heart. Good morning. Have some water. Take a cleansing breath if you need it, in the nose, out the mouth. And then breathing through the nose. Inhale, breath, arms go up. And exhale, breath, bow. Looking up halfway, let's step back. Right and left. Lower all the way down to the ground. Put the tops of your feet down. On an inhale breath, curl up into cobra and we're gonna hold it. Shoulder heads back, thighs engaging, feet pressing firmly, low belly in, eyes up. If you feel it in your low back, squeeze your legs more, tuck your tail, pull in your belly, lift through the chest. Head can go back. As you lower, drag the chest forward, tractioning through your spine. And then tuck your toes and press up and back into downward dog. Take the left foot forward for triangle, come directly in. Both legs are straight. If for triangle, you need a block, put your block on whatever side you need it, behind your ankle. Align. Straight legs, straight arms, pull in the belly. Don't just throw your arm back. Turn your waist, chest, shoulders, neck. Taking it to half moon. Top hand to hip. Forward knee bends. You don't have to bring your block if you don't want to. Left hand comes forward, right leg lifts up. Once you have your balance, top arm goes up. Find a point of focus that helps you keep your balance. Over time, you'll lift your eyes skyward. Keep the leg in the air, put the hands to the mat, rotate the hips so they face the ground and lift the right leg skyward, taking it into the beautiful standing split. This is called Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana. Lift higher. If you can see your toes, you didn't go far enough. Lift, yes. Push your legs away from each other. Deep breaths. Whenever you get to that point where you feel stuck or frustrated or you want to give up, take a deeper, fuller breath. Good job. Step your feet, please, side by side. We're just going to scoop the chest forward, looking up. And then whatever foot you stepped back with before, I want you to step back with the other one now. Stepping back. And lower all the way down to the mat. Tops of feet down. Coming up into Bhujangasana Cobra. Get those legs activated. Inhalation. Use arm strength. Pull the belly in. Press the feet, squeeze the thighs, tuck the seat, pull in the belly. Shoulder heads back. You might have to micro bend the elbows to get the bend in the upper back instead of the low. Keep the belly strong. Head can go back. Lift more. And then drag the chest forward as you lower down onto the ground. Beautiful. Tuck the toes. Press up and back. Downward dog. Take the right foot and step it forward for triangle. Coming in. If you use the block, on the other side you use it here. Which may seem obvious, but you might have one side that's significantly more open than the other. And when you're taking a regular class like what we're doing, where we're balancing everything evenly on both sides for the same length of time, you've got to treat your sides the same. Now we're going to put the top hand on the hip, bend the forward knee, move the right hand forward, and lift the back leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Then the hands come to the mat, leg stays in the air, and we rotate so that we're coming into the standing split. Lifting the legs skyward. You can see your toes. You need to go high enough. Keep lifting the leg up. Sending your inner thighs away from each other. Squeeze your outer thighs in and up. The stronger you get, the easier to go deeper and to hold the pose. And remembering to take deep breaths when you reach that quitting point. Lift, breathe for 3, 2, gorgeous. Step the feet side by side. Good job. Hold in. Look up halfway. And now you can step or you can jump back. Lower. Chaturanga. Up dogs, down dogs. We're going to come down onto the knees and put the big toes to touch and stand up on your knees. We're going to move into wide leg camel. So big toes are touching, knees are apart. If you don't prefer this, you can have your knees hip distance, feet behind the knees. Hands come to hips or heart. If you have a back issue, put thumbs in the sacrum or fists. Loop the tail down, roll the chest open, and arc backwards. Grab your heels. Inhale and come up. Sit onto your heels. Reach your arms long out in front of you. Place your forehead down. Active child. Inhalation. Come up, double saddle. Take your knees wider, big toes touching. Move your seat forward of your heels and start coming back. Now, if when you're going back, you're not gonna go all the way to the floor, take the block and put it underneath your back so that it's lengthwise like this, running in line with your spine. And you want it to catch you at your lowest ribs. Okay, so it's not near the sacrum, it's up higher under the lowest ribs if you need a block. And I'll come around and check on you to make sure that you're comfortable in the pose. Sometimes in the morning, I like to just take support because it feels more comfortable, a little bit easier, and I keep the good alignment. Just ease your way back. Back just a little bit. That way. Yes, not too far. So I'll come help you. And then the head can go back and you can put a block underneath your head as well. Good. Take some support sometimes is because you want to be able to relax into the pose. You don't want to be struggling and fighting to hold the pose. If your knees pop up off the ground, you've gone too far. It's not dangerous really, it's just not the pose. chin or down, the knees down. You can broaden your upper back. So all of these little adjustments make a difference. But then you do want to be still. 2 more breaths. And it's not unusual to feel where some of the imbalances are or little aches in your hips and low back might be. Breathe into those spots. Good. Now as evenly as you can, come up. Good. And from here, we're going to bring our legs forward, lie all the way down on your back. If you have a back issue and you're not pregnant, you can put a block under your low back for bridge. Lying down. Knees should come toward each other. They can touch at first here. You should be able to touch your heels with your middle fingers. And don't worry, we'll also do a wheel. I just want to start off with a bridge. Hold the edges of your mat to keep the shoulders down. And then loop your tail under. And take a deep inhale, lift the chest more. Pelvis rising. Chest coming towards the chin. Move upper arm bones more deeply under. You can take it passive with the palms turned over. Pull your belly in and amp up your legs. You should be able to lift your toes. And your breastbone should be on your chin. Don't move your chin. Move your chest up. Now move the bones in your legs towards the backs of your knees and pull your rib cage away from your waist. One more breath here. And then slowly articulate your spine down. Tailbone coming down. Taking a breath. And we're going to move into either a second set of bridge or wheel, or what I like to do is to bridge into wheel. So set yourself up. Scoop the tail under, tilting the pelvis towards the face, lifting the hips. Deep inhale to chest. Exhale, lift higher. You can go directly in the wheel as well. Fingers towards your heels. Just press up. You're taking your bridge into wheel. And take one more breath just to get the chest a little higher. Turn your hands so that your fingers point toward your heels, and bring that big chest into wheel. And lower. Good job. Feet together, knees open, Supta Baddha Konasana. Shoulder stand is always good. The shoulder stand is one of those poses that we use before bed. behind you. And let's stretch the arms up and over. Slowly unwind. And then we're all going to lie on our back. Feet towards the parking lot. Head towards the front wall. Coming into happy baby. Rocking east and west. Give yourself a really good squeeze. And then place your feet down. Pick up your hips and move them over to the left. Pulling the knees in towards the chest. Arms can be out to the sides at shoulder height. Let's drop the knees over to the right. So hips went left, knees right. And moving the hips over is very good for your low back because it helps you align the spine better. In the more advanced classes, I offer with people who have no back issues to keep torso, hips in the center. It makes it more challenging. Lift the top leg, followed by the bottom. Pick up the hips and move them to the right. Pull the knees in and drop the knees over to the left. You can look right or you can look straight up, whatever you did on the other side that's comfortable for you. Deep breaths. Twisting realigns your spine. Lift your top leg, followed by your bottom. Come center. Shavasana. Our neighbors don't know we're in Shavasana. Deep, relaxing breaths. Notice if any thoughts cross the mind. And that just as they come in, you can let them go out. Something that's helpful is to acknowledge that we actually can let go of things. And if you use your breath as that example, your breath comes in and your breath goes out, and we completely understand that that's how it is, how it has to be, and what keeps us full of life, literally. And so if you can train your mind in a similar way, just like your body doesn't forget to breathe, your mind won't forget what's beneficial and important for you. But if you clutter up your brain and mind with a bunch of junk, then you'll find that you don't feel good or healthy. So let go of any thoughts that aren't beneficial to you, just like you would release an exhale. I'm going to read to you a little something. This is from the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. Patanjali talks about breath regulation, or pranayama. Pausing at the end of a breath phase exerts a kind of gravitational pull on consciousness, focusing it inward and away from distraction. So notice that you have the top of an inhale and the bottom of an exhale as you breathe naturally. And that acknowledgement helps to bring your focus and your attention inward, away from distraction. And he says that another remedy for distraction is mindfulness of sensations as they arise. Ordinarily, we begin to interpret and make associations at the very moment that we perceive something. Patanjali recommends fixing attention on the emergence of each successive flicker of activity that arises through the sensory mind. And this is a powerful vehicle for cultivating non-reaction, the ability to rest at the razor's edge of the present, watching one phenomenon succeed another without getting caught up in the chains of rumination, clarifies how the causes of suffering breed distraction. And with this clarity, our relationship to our internal experience is transformed. Thank you for letting me teach you. Namaste.